Before the new year arrives, I want you to pause with me. Not to rush, not to overthink, but simply breathe. A new year doesn't automatically create a new life, but preparation does. Today, we'll talk about how to prepare emotionally, mentally, and personally for a year that supports growth and your well-being.
Welcome to the Growth Gyms podcast, where we believe that growth is a journey, not a destination. This podcast is designed to empower you with the necessary tools to unlock your full potential and develop yourself, both personally and professionally. We provide insightful conversations and share inspiring stories that will help you grow emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially. Our goal is to create a community of like-minded individuals who are on a journey of self-improvement and help you live a more fulfilling life. We aim to equip you with resources, strategies, and growth gems that you can apply in your daily life to achieve your goals and reach your full potential. So, get ready to embark on a journey of transformation and join us in discovering the power of growth.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Growth Gym Podcast. I am your host, Chris Briggs, where growth is a journey and not a destination. Thank you so much to everyone for stopping by and taking a listen to this podcast episode. Do me a favor, subscribe to our podcast, and also leave a review and share this with your family and friends and everybody who you feel like needs to join us on this growth journey and in this growth community. Y'all, we have a great episode, you all. And today we're going to be walking through four steps that's going to lead us into the new year. Because preparation isn't about perfection, but it's about making clarity, alignment. It's about creating habits and the environment that makes growth possible. As we look back over 2025 and look forward to 2026, today we're going to look at reflection, release, and realignment and readiness. All right. So those are the four fundamental steps we're looking at for the year 2000 as we leave 25 going into the year 2026. All right. So there are four foundations for a preparation for the new year. And I know many of people are just waiting for the new year to come, but you got to make preparation. You got to make plans. You got to make sure that you have everything in place, that you are ready for the new year, because the new year is ready for you. But the question is, are you ready for it? All right. So you know how we do it. We're going to look at these. I got four of them that we're going to be looking at today. And then also, I need you to get your pen and paper out, get your notes out as we continue to grow together on this growth journey. So the first foundation as we make preparation for the new year is reflection. What did this year teach me? I think that's very vital and very important, because reflection creates understanding. And understanding creates direction. So we must, first of all, reflect on, what did this year teach me? What did this year? And this year taught me a lot. And just be honest, this year taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about my surroundings. And also, reflection helps you honor your journey and recognize your progress. And it's not, and most of us rush into a new year without learning from the one we just lived in. All right. So don't move too fast. And I hear people say, I'm ready for the new year. Yes, I'm excited about 26. Yes, I'm excited about what it holds for me and for my family and for you all who are on this growth journey with me. But most of all, I want to take time to reflect, because reflecting helps your mind integrate what happened. It helps integrate what happened, increasing clarity and reducing emotional overload. So you got to take time to reflect. This is what I want you to do. As we get ready to leave one year into another, this is what I want you to do. Ask yourself this question in your journal and write it down wherever you want to place it. What three lessons or realizations stood out to me this year? What three lessons or realizations stood out to me this year? What lessons did this year teach me? What lessons did this year show me about me? Because reflection is good. It's good to reflect so you can so you can meditate, and reflection comes with meditation. So I'm thinking, okay, and I'm writing it down. Hey, I failed at this, or I didn't succeed like I wanted to in this. But when you look at it from the perspective of that I'm not upset because of it, but I'm reflecting on it and I'm realizing that next year's coming. So what do? I don't give up on it. I keep working on it and I keep perfecting it. All right. So when we look at this, we look at our foundation. Number one is reflection. You ask the question, what did this year teach me? And you look at it, I'm gonna give you just help you to as you journal and continue to grow. I'm gonna give you some tools. Ask yourself, what did this year teach me about myself, about my family, about my emotions, about me personally, about my spiritual journey, about me financially? What did this year teach me about all the different components emotionally? This year taught me personally about myself that honestly, I'm stronger than I think I am. That I've second guessed myself. And that's me personally. Um, so you ask yourself these things, what did this year teach me? But here go the second foundation. Once I reflect, now I have to release. What can't come with me into the new year? That's a big one. What can't come with me into the new year? Because every new beginning requires letting go of something. And we are looking for new, but we are constantly carrying the old with us. Some habits, some fears, some expectations, our relationships simply don't belong in your next chapter. It don't belong in what's next. The failures of what happened this year in my life, I can't carry them into 26. The disappointments, whatever happened, I can't carry them. Because what ended up happening is I started punishing 26 for what happened in 25. Because letting go is not forgetting. It's freeing up emotionally space so healing and growth can continue. And I want to say many of us are overloaded because 25 has been an emotional roller coaster for some of us. 25 has been a emotional roller coaster, a psychological roller coaster. I mean, it's just been an overload on top of each other, one after the other. Something is always happening. Something is always taking place. And it's become an overload for you. But then you got to ask yourself, as you continue to say, what can't go with me into the new year? And I want to tell you, there are some people, some places, and some things cannot go with you in the new year. There are some relationships you need to cut off before the new year comes in. There are some habits that you need to let go. The inconsistencies, the fact of you not being consistent has to be left in 25. You not being disciplined has to be left in 25. Okay? So this is what you write in your journal as you're journaling. Here go. What thoughts, behaviors, or pattern am I ready to release? Because that's the big question you got to ask yourself. I know I can't take it in the new year, but the thing is, am I ready to release it? That's the big question. Am I ready to let this go? Am I ready to release that which has held me hostage, and that has been an overload in my life? Am I really ready to let it go? Or I'm going to continue to carry it from year to year? Are you going to continue to carry the pain, the hurt, the frustration, the fears, the disappointment? Are you ready to let that go? Are you going to carry that into 26? What happened in 25 cannot go with you in 26. What is it? But what is it? Are you ready to release it? That's the question you got to ask yourself, because the year is coming with new opportunities, new doors, new potential. It's coming with newness. But I can't look and be a recipient of the new if I'm not ready to let go of the old and release the old. All right? But then here you go. Not only the first foundation is that what? You got to reflect. The second, you got to release. Here go the third one. I got to realign. What needs to shift for me to free more balance? What needs to shift for me to feel more balance? Realignment is about bringing your life into harmony with what matters most to you. Because you've been in 25, you've been doing a lot of stuff. You got to put back in alignment what matters most to you: your values, your boundaries, your health, your emotional needs. Put back in alignment everything, because and I want to say this, even myself, I found myself being busy, occupied, and doing this and that, and doing a little bit of everything, that the fact of it is this, that I lose my alignment. And can I tell you, it's so easy to get out of alignment. Think about a car. All it takes for you to hit the right pothole, the right bump, and it will shift your car out of alignment. And that's how life is. All it takes is just the right circumstance, the right situation, the right pain, hurt, disappointment to come and knock you out of alignment. And here you go. You have become just custom and become comfortable living life and driving your life out of alignment. You gotta realign yourself, because when you realign yourself, realignment reduces stress, creates healthier rhythms, and increase your sense of control. It helps you to realign, and so you won't be so stressed out. You have more healthier rhythms of life, that you won't just be busy, but you'll be productive. And here it goes. You know when you have reached your place of you have reached the max, that I'm not going no farther. I've reached the place where I'm not going no farther. I've reached my boundaries. All right. So realignment is very important, that I have to realign myself. And it goes back to assessing my life. I have to realign myself. What is more important to me? Because many of us are so goal-driven and growth-driven that we neglect our health. We neglect our health, and I am guilty of it. Do you know how many people have fussed at me this year? And I got to do it. I mean, y'all, I have to. I do not really take breaks. This year, my family and I, we have not really had a vacation. I take vacations, but this year has been a year because I've been busy, and really busy because I've been seeking after goals and trying to pursue in school. I started my grad program in the summer. So, I can't really take a vacation because I'm on I'm in school. And then I got to go, I'm online, but then I have to do an intensive a whole week. So I have to leave in October and I had to go out. So I didn't have time to take time to rest. And honestly, can I just be truthfully and honest and transparent? I believe I reached a place of burnout. And can I say something to y'all? That is not a comfortable place. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Being burnt out, reaching that place. It was one author, I can't remember who said it, that if you wait until you tired to take a break, you waited too late. And so I had to realign, and I'm realignment of myself. That's with my church, my family, my personal health. It's like, okay, I'm talking to my therapist. I'm having conversation with him. We're talking, but guess what? Everything we talk about and everything he's trying to give me to help me navigate, I can't put it into practice because I'm so much out of alignment. I honestly, and my best friend told me this when we just went on a retreat about 2 weeks ago, and he told me, he said, "Bro, you reached a place of burnout." And it was such, and y'all, that's a place I don't wish on nobody. When I say I reached a place of burnout, I didn't care. I didn't care about church. I didn't care about my family. I didn't care, man. It was just doing. It wasn't no enthusiasm there. I didn't care about no podcast. It was just, and you don't want to wait till you burn out to now you want to do something. But you got to realign what matters most to you. What matters most to you? Your health got to matter to you. Emotionally, mentally, physically, you got to make, hey, I love y'all, but I got to step away. And guess what? Everybody is not going to understand that. And that's one of my biggest fears, that I got to stand before my church and tell them, hey, y'all, I got to take a break. And the mindset of people, well, what you need a break for? People, you don't do nothing. People have their opinions and thoughts and the way they feel, and that's fine. But guess what? I'm at a place in my life now as I realign my life and put things back in its proper place and put things in its proper alignment. I'm at a place that, hey, I don't care about no money. I don't care about no salary. I don't care, because guess what? At the end of the day, if I die tonight, or if I don't take care of myself, I'm no good to my family. I'm no good to you all. And it's very vital and very important that I take time out for myself. So you got to realign. So realignment, it might include you as you realign and assess and gain that control back and get healthier rhythms in your life. It means adjusting your routines. It means prioritizing rest. And that's big on me. Next year, I am resting. And guess what? That sounds as I'm talking to y'all, I'm laughing at myself, because even at the moment right now, I'm going through the process of going through admissions to get into my PhD program. Y'all, that is like, how you gonna rest, but fool, you finna go continue to go in school. It's crazy, but I'm going to find a way to implement and prioritize rest. It may mean setting new boundaries or reevaluating commitments. And my wife got that thing bad. That's one thing about me. I don't put myself out there. My wife, she gonna commit, and then she end up tired. I gave them my word. Now that's one thing I don't put, because you never know what may happen. So I always say to people, you commit, well, hey, let me see what I got. Because life is happening. Or shifting how you care for yourself. Because guess what? Nobody's going to care for you like you care for yourself. That is the God honest truth. Nobody is going to care for you like you care for yourself. This is your journal prompt that I want you to write about. As you as you're taking notes and journaling, which areas of my life feel out of balance and what small shifts could happen? What area of my life feel out of balance and what small shifts could happen? Okay. Here goes the fourth foundation: readiness. What am I intentionally preparing for? Because readiness is where planning becomes action. It's about setting goals that feel meaningful and not overwhelming, and crafting a path towards the life you want to experience. What are you wanting to experience in 26? Readiness includes setting realistic goals. Quit trying to live in a fairy tale. Set realistic goals. Establish supportive habits. Planning moments of rest. That rest is real big, y'all. And building routines that honor your well-being. Intentional planning. Hear this. Helps calm the nervous system by reducing uncertainty and increasing a sense of direction. You got to have a plan. Well, I'm just waiting on the new year to come and I'm just going to go with the flow. No, you have to have a plan and you have to have a vision for your life. Where do I want to go? Where am I trying to go? How do I want 26 to look? Now, let me give you a disclaimer. 26 may not go as direct as you planned it will go. You may have some detours. You may have some construction. But it was Steve Harvey that says that the road of life is always under construction. There's always some detours. There's always some construction work going on. And it may not go the way you want it to go, but guess what? You got a plan. And your plan is your map because you got to know how you're going to get there. Now, I know where I'm trying to go, but life sometimes be lifing, y'all. And you may have to take another turn. You may have to go go around and go up and come back down. But guess what? You got a plan. You know where you're trying to go. Here you go. This is what you got to do. One, in your journal prompt, as you write, what is one personal, one emotional, and one lifestyle goal I want to pursue next year? Let me give that to you again. What is one personal, one emotional, and one lifestyle goal I want to pursue next year? Because preparation is a form of self-respect. It says, I care enough about myself to be intentional with my next steps. I'm intentional about what's next in my life. You deserve clarity. Don't go into the new year foggy. Go into the new year with clarity. Go in with clarity. You deserve a new year that reflects your growth, your boundaries, and your values. So here goes a little exercise. I want you to practice. Find a quiet space and walk through these 4 questions. What do I need to remember? That's your reflection. What do I need to release? That's your emotional clutter. What do I need to realign? Your habits, priorities, and boundaries. Then ask yourself, what am I ready to build or embrace? That's your intentional next steps. And guess what? There are some that may be incomplete that you may not have the answer to yet, but take your time and answer these honestly so you can reach your growth and reach your potential where you're trying to go. You don't need a new year to become a new you. but you do deserve a new year that supports the person you're becoming. Go into this new year with clarity and with confidence that you are capable of creating and changing one intentional step at a time. So this is what I need you to do. Share this episode with somebody who wants to enter the new year with clarity and calmness. Share this episode with somebody who needs to reflect, who needs to release, who needs to realign and have readiness. Because the new year is ready for you, but are you ready for the new year? This has been your host, Chris Briggs. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. And if this episode has helped you, please share it with somebody. And also, I would love to hear from you. You can email me at growthgemspodcast@gmail.com. Leave a review. Subscribe to our podcast at Growth Gem Podcast. Thank you to all our listeners. And I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll be looking forward to joining us as we continue this growth journey into the year 2026. Hey, thank you all for going through the journey of growth with me in this year 25. And we're looking for better and greater and all that life has for us in the year 2026. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. This has been your host, Chris Briggs, where growth is a journey and not a destination.
Welcome to the Growth Gems Podcast. I'm so grateful to have you here with us today. I truly hope that you've enjoyed and learned something valuable from today's episode. Our goal is to provide you with the insights and inspiration you need to supercharge your growth journey, whether it's in your personal or professional life. As you know, growth is a never-ending adventure. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, triumphs and challenges. But it's those very challenges that help us grow and become better versions of ourselves. So no matter where you are in your growth journey, keep pushing forward, keep learning, and keep growing. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on future episodes. We have some amazing topics lined up that I know you won't want to miss. Also, follow us on social media. Facebook, Chris Briggs, Twitter at CABriggsSR, Instagram at CABriggsSR. Thank you for tuning in today, and I can't wait to see you again on our next episode of the Growth Gems Podcast.